Bienveni. Oh. Hello. Hey, wait. One moment, guys. I don't have to get here. Hello. Hello. Hello? Wow. Hello? Wait. Oh man, what's going on with my character? One moment, guys. I'm sorry. What is going on? I'm gonna have to like fiddle with Oni for a second. One moment, guys. I am here. Let's see. It should work. What about this one? Hey, hello. Wait. Hello. Hey, okay, he's moving. All right, let me move. Let me change back. I have no clue what's going on. I know, it was just like my I was about to do my intro, but I noticed my guy was not moving. And since I did adjust everything during bingo stream, I don't know if you remember, that like surprise bingo stream that I did with her. Hello, there we go, there, it should work now. All right, let me do the intro. Bienvenido, welcome to Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. You know, I love doing every single day, doing my dailies. You know, I get up early, I work, I usually do some errands, and I do like other things. Obviously today was a heavy errands day, and I have even more things to do later. So it won't be like a super long stream. It will like, it'll probably be an hour, like my normal hour. I would love to do a little more, but I'm not going to be able to. But either way, I think this is going to be fine. We're going to hang out. You know, obviously, you know, doing doodles is like a huge highlight for me. So I get to hang out with you guys. How are you guys? How's your weekend? You know what I want? I want those 3 emojis, okay? 1, 2, 3 emojis telling me how your weekend was. Like maybe like highlight something you were excited about. That's what I want to hear about. For me, I spend time with my family. Mainly, yeah, I just spent a lot of time with my family. I did actually have to work a little bit this weekend, which it does happen sometimes. That's what happens when you work at home. When you work at home, sometimes you have to do some work. Like I don't have like a set schedule. It's not like a 9 to 5, the kind of work I do. It is just like I have like some stuff. Just like things that's like pending, and I was like, okay. But let me see who's in here. Say hello, OG, Mr.Ghost, Flopix, Z-Bot. Glad to have you guys in here. Let me catch up with the chat. I did see that you were streaming. Why did you stop, Mr.Ghost? What happened? We can hear you. No, I know. I figured. This was like I figured you guys could hear me. I did see it was moving, like my audio. But my character wasn't, and I was like, hold up, let me actually get it working. I have something to show you. Yeah, go for it. I want to see, what do you have to show? Let's see, OG, Mr. Ghost. Whoa, okay, I like this. It's like one of those gamer badges, like a shield, a gamer shield, not a badge. Wait, what? Are they the same? Oh no, one's extra, one's not. Okay. I like it. It's very cool. A little edgy for my taste, you know, like for my stuff. But for you, since you do play a lot of like horror games and stuff like that, I love it. It gives like the vibe, you know, as soon as I see it, I know what the kind of stuff you're gonna play. You know what I mean, Flopix? I look at it, I'm like, oh, all right. I'm like, it's all like red, like dark grays. And it's like, okay, so I get it. I understand you're gonna be mainly playing horror style games. For my, I know that's what I'm saying. It's like a shield. It's like a gamer shield. I know what it is. Like I've seen them. It's cool though. I love it. And then Flopix with the trophy gaming Persona. Huh. Wait. Persona, like the video game Persona? I mean, that's a cool game. I wouldn't mind streaming that one day. You know what I mean? Because that's like a great series, Persona. I think it's a little too long though for how long my streams are. I'll do like a year. I'll be playing I'll become like a Persona channel. No, but so you were playing Persona, but why the trophy? We're like a Persona tournament? Oh, there is that fighting game, that Persona fighting game. That would be sick if you were playing that. Yeah, finish it after. Oh, yeah, no. 130 hours. Woo, can you imagine? Can you imagine me doing 130 hours of a game? It would literally be a year. It would be like a whole year. You know? Just the basic Persona 5. No, that's cool though. That's cool. OG Mr. Ghost. I was streaming and seeing you stream and said, okay guys, Oni Boi streaming. Yeah. See you in an hour. You just stopped it? No, Mr. Ghost. What are you doing? You crazy. You're crazy with your streams. You're like mid-stream. Like, bye guys. You're like, boom. Oh my God, you're too funny. But let's, like this is such like a highlight for me to hang out with you guys. We get to do some doodles. We get to like just like be silly. I think it's fun. Where was it? There is actually something. I was looking at something, right? And I was realizing this one. Why is it like this? I need to fix this one. You know what I mean? I'm like looking at it. This one, actually this is fine. But this one I know maybe you guys can't see it. This is what I was looking at. I was like, why? Why is this not? There we go. Wait, hold up. Let's do that. I'm gonna pull this one down a little bit. I was just like looking at this. I was like, I'm sorry for mobile users. You guys are like watching they're looking at it, right? And they see like part of the screen's cut off. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I just realized this. It's just why I asked you guys, tell me if you see anything that's a little odd or whatever. I want you to add something to my aura. Yeah, what's up? What do you want to do? Because, okay, so for this one, this is like the baby, because you said you want a 2-stager, right? So 2-stager. So this is like the first, well, because like, I thought it'd be like more like a fun challenge. I don't know if you know this. On my phone, I have like a roulette where I made a bunch of different body types. And that is like, it's kind of like a fun thing that I've done before, where it's like a fun little challenge for myself, where I do like these like body types and I'll roulette it and then, okay, this is what the direction I'm going with it. Let's see, Mr. Ghost. The evolution to have wings and the wings to have very small eye patterns on them. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. That definitely works. Oh, sorry, I had to like cough. I do like that concept a lot, actually. So let's let me see. Hold on, let's throw that like. So you're saying you want some kind of wings, which we already have like the what a design. What, these? Yeah. Oh, you're like, so I wanted, because for the evolution, right? So I have this one where it's like a fish, and that's like the first stage is more fish-like, and then the second stage is not bug-like, but it's a multi-limb. That's the way I present them, and like visually in my mind, right? So for this one, it means it would have 6 limbs, which totally works. I'm okay with that. Oh, we could even do it where it's almost like a chimera. Now that I think about it, that'd be sick. Hold up. So we could do where like the fish thing, right? It's got like this thing going on, and then have the wings on the top, right? And then have like the eyes and the wings. I don't know if you guys can tell what it would be like. Like it's funny because Bingo's she's a chimera. Something like this, or hold up. And then we got like the limbs. So it's like, it's very like how can to say it? It is a fish because like obviously it was like a fish, but I'm making it. You know what I mean? So like, obviously this is like super weird doodle. The first one looks like the shadow. Low. Yeah, no, that's what it is. This is like that's what I was thinking. The first stage would be the shadow, and then it becoming like the full-on version. So I'm thinking something like this, but obviously way nicer. Because I did like this as like a bug, but if we're going with the wings being the eyes, then we could do a different direction with it. You know what I mean? I did like this, but I like your concept a little more of the wings. I have a name for him. Yeah, okay, yeah. What's gonna be the name? And if you didn't notice, I don't know if you saw the stream, I was like, well, because my stuff's based on Caribbean, but I was like, well, let me look at Romania, and these are things that I found in Romania were interesting. But if we're going with that, right? So it's gonna be a multi-limb thing. So we have, I'm just gonna go like this. That's what I'm oh no, wait. Oh, OG Ori Ghost. Oh, that's cute. That sounds very cute. So I'm like this, right? And then like we'll have the wings. Actually, the wings could be vestigial. You know, the wings would be vestigial wings. So the wings are like, they're not actual wings. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't fly with these wings. They're more like, you don't need the wings to fly. That's what I mean by it. Like your character probably could fly if it wanted like to float or whatever. This, and then like the eyeballs, right? Kind of like this, and then it'll be like a fake. We could do something like that. Ooh, I kind of like this concept already. You know what I mean? You could add a public in his series, the color of the blue, yellow, and red. His character is a creative mode. Wait, what do you mean? You could add a public in his suri that has the colors of blue, yellow, and red. What do you mean blue, yellow, red? What do you mean? I'm kind of lost on that one, on that part. See, I want to get the image of the skeleton in his face or in his body, some part of him, you know what I mean? That's what I really want to keep, that imagery. And then we'll, sorry, autocorrect. Yeah, I was gonna wait, I got lost. And then Flopix, his character is in creative mode. No, I know, right? You said it doesn't need his wings to fly, so he can fly like floating around by itself. Yeah. Well, I mean, because remember my Oris, they're spirits, and what they look like. So in the story of Oris, the Oris, their body, they create their body when they come over here, to the human world. In the spirit world, they're more like just like globs of energy. And then when they transfer over, they make up their body. They're not like animals. They're not animals. They don't like breathe or anything like that, So that's why, like this one, for example, this little dude. This dude, he's a drum. He's literally like a drum and maracas, but he's also a crab at the same time. You know what I mean? So that's why it's a little, they could be whatever they want realistically. So that's what I'm saying, like he could have wings, but he doesn't need to float with them. Oh, actually, I got up like a fun, it's funny because I usually don't do pose yet, but I got a fun idea. So I'm thinking since he'll be floating, right, it'll be even better for the pose. So we're gonna do like this. I'm thinking the wings, right? The wings will be the eyes, so they're kind of like this. Because I want to get the imagery of the skeleton still. And I'm thinking he could do kind of like this. Hold up. So like these will be the eyes, and then I want maybe, I'm trying to like imagine how it would look. Because I want the imagery of the skeleton. I'm trying to think, maybe we could do it on the arms, the skeleton. Because I'm trying to get like a skeleton look, like the skull face. If you know what I mean. You could have 6 eyes. Yeah, no, I mean like he could. Oh, I know, but I'm trying to get in the image of your guy. I want it to still, like you could tell, like this one you could tell he's supposed to be the shadow. Where I'm still trying to keep it, I was trying to keep the wings, because you said the eyes. And I was like, oh, I like that concept. Where I want, see, this is what I'm trying to do, Mr. Ghost. So I'm trying to make it where visually, it's a skull. You know what I mean? Visually, I want it to be a skull. right? These would be the wings. The wings would be the skull. And then I want it so the body would kind of form the teeth or whatever. That's like kind of the direction I'm trying to go with this. Oh, wait, actually, hold up. Make the eyes with 3 colors, blue and yellow and red, like this. I don't, just so you know, whatever emoji you're dropping in, I don't see that. What is it? Let me add like, oh, like a flag. I see. I had to like go over to YouTube for a moment just to see what it was because I couldn't actually see it. So you know what I mean? My flag. Yeah, I figured. They're like after the because the Romanian flag. Oh, you know what? I got a good idea. How? Okay, I got like I know this is like brainstorming. This is like really funny. So I was thinking, what we could do, right? Because I'm still trying to go with this. Instead, the wings will be part of the. They're more like hands, like these, like the fins. You know, I'm thinking kind of like that. Kind of like what's his face? I think Yveltal from like Pokemon. There's like a bird that has like claw hands or something. You're having too much fun with my character. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I love this kind of part. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking something like this. So these are kind of like treated as arms, right? And we'll have like the eyeballs in, or the mark of the eyeballs. They're not actual true eyeballs. They're like vestigial eyeballs. Same with like the wings. And then we'll have the little hands, right? Kind of like this. I'm like obviously we're playing with the concept still. So I'm trying to get the image. You're using my old drawing of him. You can use a new one. True, I could. Well, you mean like the one I have? This is the one I have. You're saying the one you did, right? Your remastered version? True, I could do that. Can you send it to me? Can you resend it to me? Please, like, I have like so many things you've sent me before. It would actually kind of be hard for me to find it. So I'm trying to get, because you get what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to get the image of the skull on your guy. No, that's not really working. I'm like looking at it. You know what I mean, right? I'm trying to get the image of a skull on his body. So I'm trying to get, you know, like the skull. Oh, you know what we could do? We could make the mouth. We could do it more like his open. Yeah, you sent it? Okay, cool. Let's check it out. Okay. Well, okay, I'll take this one. This is the one I want. Copy this. And then let's do, let's get rid of this one. Realistically, we don't really need this reference anymore because I already used it up. Here, let's get rid of these ones. And then let's put over the one you sent me. Paste. There it is. Whoa, why is it so tall? You have like a lot of empty space on this. It's kind of funny. You know, on the image you sent me, it has like a bunch of empty space on the top. So he does have a little bit more of a, what's it called? Like glass. Bro, gotta stand. Yeah, no, right? Okay, so we're gonna keep that. Here, let's make that, combine it. I can make him have no background. No, that's not a big deal. It's already in. It's not, I just need the image. It's just I realized it's so long when I threw it in. I was like, oh, that's a very long image. Okay, so. No, I know, Starry. I had errands to do. I was very busy, but how are you? How's your day going? But no, so I want to keep this imagery, right? Of a skull. I want like this skull imagery. That's what I got. I want this vibe. You know what I mean? So I want to build the character using this. Let's move this up a little bit. Just say I want a little more space. So I'm thinking what we could do. Right? I'm like looking at it. What we could, like, these are going to be the wings for sure. Though I like these as the wings. The wings are gonna be like this. Ooh, you're tired from drawing? Guess what? What happened, Mr. Ghost? You have a guess? What do you mean? You have a guest? I have a guest? Where? I have a guest? Where? Give it a second. Oh. Okay, I was like, I don't know where this guest is. Hey, Ripper. Hello, welcome in. How's your day doing? Oh, I don't know if you know this. I always ask people. Mr. Ghost invited. Nice. I actually saw a little piece. I just like peeked in a little bit and I saw you guys were streaming this weekend, I believe. I only watched it for like a brief moment. I didn't really say hi because I was doing stuff. But how's your day doing? I always ask people to drop in like 3 emojis, you know, describing how your day has been, something you're excited about. So if you want, you can play along and I get to guess. I love the jazz in the background. Yeah, awesome. It is actually bossa nova, if you're curious. So, okay, I'm thinking, so obviously this is his head, right? So the wings are there. I'm thinking we could do, what could I do with this? Oh, you know what? I got an idea we could do with this. So we could actually, I'm thinking we could make it more like a mask. You know, kind of use it like a mask-ish imagery. I think something like that, right? And like have like, I guess like the face going down would be interesting. Or like, because the other one's like up, and the new one will be down. Ripper would like to tell you about his game. Yeah, of course. I love it. I love it. I don't know if you know, but I am working on my own game. I'm working on an action-adventure game heavily inspired by Caribbean mythology, where you go island to island helping people and creatures, and the creatures help you out too. It's a lot like, I could probably say like Zelda mixed with like Pokemon, or kind of like Kingdom Hearts, but instead of Donald and Goofy, you have spiritual creatures to help you out. I'm making a game that Minecraft YouTubers are about fighting. Oh, really? What kind? Is it like a like a top-down arena brawler? Is it more of a like a Smash like a platformer? Is it like a 2D classical fighter? What's the direction you're going with this, Ripper? Looking back at my artwork, I see a major mistake and I'm cringing. Oh no, it happens, Starry. It happens to me all the time. Yeah, I'm not liking this face. I don't like this face. It looks very goofy. Because I do like the direction we had with this thing, where it's kind of pointing up, but I'm not sure if it works with the new. Maybe like I'll do it less. It'll be like a smaller nose. And I think I do like the concept of having this being like black and like maybe like a mask. Or like just like a blotch. It could just be like a black blotch. Because I'm trying to fake a skeleton. You know what I mean? I'm trying to fake the imagery of a skeleton. And we could do... You know what I mean? What I'm trying to do. I'll fix it tomorrow. Yeah, it's alright. It's like a Brawl Stars, but 3D models. Yeah, no, okay, so it's a top-down arena brawler. Yeah, I get you 100% Ripper. Not even joking, before the game I'm working on, that was the kind of game I was working on. I was making a top-down arena brawler. It was based on bounty hunters, but I ended up putting it on the side, like the back burner. I do still have doodles from it, like concept art. I even worked a little bit in engine, but I just put it on hold. It's just like there was so many things during that time. I was so stressed out and I ended up dropping it. And then when I started to try to make games again, I switched to completely. See, bots, I'm working my first art commission, but I don't like how it's turning out with the hair and the legs. Oh, interesting. Ripper, anyways, man, I have to go, but have a nice day. Oh, have a wonderful day, Ripper. Hope to see you again very soon. Mr. Ghost, oh, so Oni Boi, I have a big update about my game. Ooh, what are you gonna do? What is your update? Thinking something like this, because I do want these wings almost like hand-like. I think it's kind of creepy and fun at the same time. You know what I mean? When they're hand wings. Thinking something like this, right? Ooh, you know, I got an idea. So I'm thinking the fins, the original fins of like we're kind of like making the tail pretend to be the mouth. You know what I mean? And we you do like the bottom jaw being dark. Oh, I got it. So we're gonna do this. The bottom of his body is going to be dark, right? So he's like faking a mouth with his tail and his lower body. I feel like I did 2D. It looks better. Wait, I'm going for pixel art to 2D. Oh, wait. You're saying like maybe like a Paper Mario style or what? Is that the direction you're going with? So yeah, I think this is gonna be it, and then we'll have, and then maybe the other hands. You'll have like multiple hands, obviously. You know, hands like this, that, and then like that. Oh, this is actually a really. Oh, I think this is gonna be a fun one. Now that I'm looking at it, so he's like pretending to be, like looking like a big scary imagery, right? Get what I mean, right? What he's doing. So he's doing kind of like this thing. That's one hell of an imitation tactic, but you're gonna be effective in the life. No, right? You get what I mean, right? That's what I'm like. So it's like the direction I'm going with this. I feel like this is gonna be it. So he's kind of like he's puffing out. And then these are like the fins. These are all more like fin-like. But he has six fins. The two on the top, he uses like they pretend that they're eyeballs. These ones, I'm thinking these are gonna be like more like these. I like the kind of like the glass. I think it'll be like more like glass-like. I think that'd be kind of interesting. And then the legs, we'll do. You know what we'll do with the legs? I think this will be like fan out, more like this, and then they'll be like the dark ones. So like they look more like a cloak. Actually, this is gonna be like really. This is actually a really fun concept. A Mimikyu? No, Mimikyu, not really. Well, because like what it is, like okay. So this, here I'll do the color just so you see what I mean. So let's go with. I guess I'm like looking what colors we'll use. None of these really. All steel, well, it just is white, isn't it? So here, look, I'll show you. So we're doing, this is what I'm doing. So the top ones are, these are like bone color or whatever. They're gonna be like bone-ish. Erase this, we don't need this anymore. Right? So it's kind of like bone-ish, and then we're gonna have bone-ish on the fin, right? The bottom fin, and then the rest we could actually use. Oh, it's so dark. You like? I think it's because you used like straight black, didn't you, for a lot of your stuff? Like this, and then we'll have like that, right? And then let's steal this red for some of this. I just want to have like maybe like some red. It's gonna be interesting. Lol, no, I didn't this time. Wait, what happened? I love it. I feel like it would still somehow imitate a face, even a calm. No, right? It's like a dark gray. Well, but it's like it. Oh, I guess it is. You're right. It is like on the almost very black. It's almost black. It is a little bit on the greener side though. When you look at it, when you actually grab the colors, it is a little greenish. Then I'm gonna go with, I guess these would actually be this color, and then we'll actually go more of like an off-white for the actual character, like this, the face and the tail. I'll go like this because like the color you have is pretty much straight white. Look. Oh, actually, some parts are a little. Hold on. They're actually not like they're almost straight white. Looks like you bleached your bones to make them a little whiter, which is kind of funny. But yeah, this is like I think this is like a good direction. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna keep this part dark because I kind of like that. And then and yeah, like I think this is like fun. I think this is gonna be like a fun design, to be honest. Now that like we've got like a direction, right? It looks like, at a glance, it looks kind of like a skeleton. That's kind of like the vibe. Sorry I ate, but someone must have awoken me. Hey, Alan, welcome in. Actually, blue. Oh, on my thing it says, it shows green. Or I don't know if you can see it. You can't really see it, can you? Oh, you can't see my my color swatch. But in the corner it shows like it's like a bluish, like a almost, it's in that cyan zone. You know what I mean? It's in that cyan color. So it's like a greenish blue. Needs more red. Agreed, actually. I think, well, yeah, we need the red for the tips. Right? The tips are gonna be all the red. It's kind of like, it's funny. It's like a kind of a funny looking design. But I feel like the inside, the mouth, maybe we could do more red on the bottom. I think that could be okay, right? Red in the mouth. Let's do, I'm gonna erase this a little bit just so we can see what it would look like. I think it's kind of like that. And then these would be black. Just like faux black. It's like fake black. Let's do like this, right? And I do know what you mean, where it's kind of like it's disguising itself to look like something else that it's actually not. But a lot of my guys look like that. Like this is literally a drum. It's a crab. It's a crab that's a drum. So yeah, almost all my Oris have that vibe. Where they, well, because that's what it is. They're spirits that want to be something else. I think I'm gonna do the color of like the actual eyes. So we'll do the eyes. Wait. So the eyes over here, and then we'll keep the eyes from the pre-version, the little version. So I'm thinking like he'll be like kind of have his eyes slightly open. Right? I don't know. Now you can kind of see what he's kind of like looking. You still streaming, Tom? Wait. Can I look at his? Yeah, I'll check it out in a moment. Kind of looks like bunny ears to me right now. Well, because they're more like fish. They're more like fish fins because it's a fish. It's like a fish kind of. But I'll check it out right now. Let me see what you sent. What'd you send? Yeah, okay, yeah, it is. It is on my screen. It looks, yeah, it's like a cyan. It is a cyan. It's like a cyan. So cyan is it's a little more on the blue side. You know what I mean? But it's like a greenish blue. No, it's not a bunny. It's like a fish. It's definitely a fish. I do see it way more now, like the imagery. I think this is interesting because it keeps, he's a fish here, and then he keeps the imagery of the fish, but I added he has 3 limbs, or 6 limbs. I'll show you where all the limbs are. Let's combine these, and then see you got the about here. So you got the arms, like the top arms. Then we have the secondary, the middle arms, and then we have the legs, right? Which I think is kind of a cool concept. Now that I look at it, more that I look at them, I really like the direction we went with this. Here, I'm gonna fix that. Right, you see it? And then let's do, just so you can see a little bit more. So this is like the bottom of the mouth. And it's kind of like, so this is his belly. The red part is his belly. So like the idea is at a glance, you would look at it like front on, he'd look like a skeleton, like a skeletal face, you know. But then when he's laying out, he looks fish. It's a cool fish. Yeah, I think it's a fish. He's a fish, but he walks on his legs, like his fins, his back fins are kind of like propping up, and it kind of looks. I was trying to go with the idea of like, well, we'll make it look a little better, but with the idea of like it's the cloak, right? So we got like kind of like this imagery going on. So like these, it's like front on, it would look kind of like this. Or hold on, and make another layer. Okay, So it's kind of looking like this imagery where it's like the eyes. Then we got like this. And it's kind of like this going on. Like if you looked at him front on, he would look like this. This is like the idea of, you get what I mean, right? So if you looked at front on, he would look kind of like creepy. But yes, okay. Can you make a version that form from the front? Oh yeah, like looking forward. Yeah, we could do that. That's what I'm saying. We could do a different pose too. Like we have like on the side, like kind of like that, but like a little better. We'll do like the full-on version. But you see, I made him like kind of like opening his eyes a little bit. I think it's kind of fun. And I did a reverse style. So this one he's looking, it's like more like mischievous, I guess. And then this one's more like he's looking up, I guess like a little, I mean, it could be like more of a smirk. I kind of like the idea of him smirking. Like he's making fun. No, I think this is fun. This is like I love this. And you guys get to see kind of how I work with my ideas of making my Oris a little bit. Is this a full-grown fish or a baby? This is the baby. The red one's the baby. This is the baby. And then this one is the full-grown. You know, ideally, if it was like next to a human, I would probably, I imagine him floating. I'm gonna say a human. How big would a human be? I'm gonna say, like, obviously, like my Oris are not huge, but I imagine this would be able to carry a person. You know, like if, let's say maybe like a person would be like around yay tall. Hold it. I'm gonna say like a person's like about this tall. You know? I don't know if you can see that. So a person would be like around this, about this height, next to this dude. This guy's big. You know? So this is how big it would be. I'll do like this, just so you can see it a little easier. So this is like a person next to this dude. Yeah, it's a big thing. It's like, it would be pretty big. You know? It would be fairly big. It wouldn't be like the hugest thing, but it could definitely carry it. 7.8 feet. Kind of, it could be. Well, yeah, it could be. Because like my biggest one, I think right now, my biggest Ori that you could be friends with. Because there are Oris in my game that you cannot be friends with. They're unbondable, that are huge. But the biggest one I have, I think, would be Surfin, which is like the dolphin. Okay, yeah, he could be that. Yeah, like, I think that would work. 7.8, because it is like it would be long. You know, and in this form, it would work. Because if you're looking at it, right? You know, do like a little doodle. If you're looking at it stretched out, it would work. Right? Because if you do it like this, it's stretched out. I'm just like giving an example. So if it's stretched out, like here's like the face, like this, then this. From here to here, yeah, it could easily be almost 8 feet. It works. I think it works fine. Because the actual chunk of the body would be more, I'd probably akin, yeah, it's a big fish. It's a pretty big fish. The body would probably be more like almost 5 feet. No, maybe less. It'd be like 4 to 5 feet, just the body, just the chunk of the body. And then the fins would occupy the rest of the sides. So it could easily be 8 feet, yeah. If you look at fish, they're huge. Like dolphins are humongous. Just as an example, and that's like my biggest one. My biggest Ori is like, it's like a small dolphin. All right, so let's actually go into making this look, like add more to this. I'm gonna get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. And this one, don't really need it, but I'll keep it off to the side. We don't need the size anymore. And then let's actually start it. Whoops. Let's make this a little more transparent. And we'll start with the little guy, the little baby. I will add this in my new banner. I'm working on it. Yeah, awesome, perfect. That's gonna be sick. But I think this is gonna be a really fun design. And I might even like, obviously I might like do like little tidbits that are a little different as I look at it. Like I might add like a little, like a mustache to it. So like do like the fake bone jaw, you know what I'm talking about? Like skeletons. And if you notice, you do have it on yours? Yeah, like these, like the side cheeks. The little side cheeks on the skeletons, right? We could probably add that as like, because like some fish will have stuff like that, like little frilly things on the sides, like these. So we could probably do that. Next up, horror ori. Nah, I'm not gonna do no horrors. It'd be awesome in an aquarium. Oh yeah. Oh, it is. You know what, Starry? This reminded me a little bit of a lionfish. I don't know if you guys seen lionfish. Now that I did this, lionfish look kind of crazy. And this could easily be like a modified lionfish in a weird way. Except obviously lionfish don't put their tails to pretend to be like a mouth. You know what I mean? But either way, let's start the doodle phase. Let's actually start doodling. All right, I'm gonna go with about here. Question, how much money to add this in your game? Well, no, I wouldn't, because it doesn't work. Eventually, if I ever do like Romania or something, just because my game is so Caribbean coded. You know what I mean, Mr.Ghost? Hories? Oh, that's a cute name, actually. I have to make about, wait, almost 100? Oh, 100 crayons. Yo, 99. That's a lot of crayon, Salty Pretzel. I know you've been drawing those characters. You're gonna make a mod for it? Yeah, that could be cool. I wouldn't mind that. Like, I know in the future, I want to add more to it. Obviously, the first game is gonna be 100% Caribbean stuff. You know what I mean? Just like the Caribbean, like, you know, Cuba mainly. That's like the main one. But I do have like some other like little areas around like Haiti, you know, like Dominican Republic, like different stories of like different areas. But mainly it's Orisha and Taino Yoruba stories. You know, and like some of those stories do leak into other areas, but it's mainly focused around Cuba. But in the future, I would love to add more places. I would love to expand to other countries. That'd be sick. So Romania is not like out of it. That's like a possibility of doing places in Europe. You know, but like obviously my main focus is the Caribbean. There we go, right? Nice and simple. But that is a lot though, I'm not gonna lie, Salty. 100, I know you have like, I've seen you like drop in those like little, the doodles, and they're really cool. Yeah, he's got like a little smugness to him, right? Gave him like a little smugness to this guy. I know you didn't really give me a character idea. I'm making a knockoff. Oh, you're gonna make a knockoff? That'd be funny. You could. I mean, it's not a big deal. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't own the concept of monster taming. Pokemon isn't even the first one. Fun fact, did you actually know which is the first series to do monster taming style games? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people actually think it's SMT, which is the what's it called? Tetsuka or whatever. I have 3 games I want to make. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I think that's a normal thing for any creators. You know what I mean? Anyone who was like creative usually have a bunch of ideas. But no, the very first game that ever had monster taming elements is a really old game called Cosmic Soldier, believe it or not. I remember looking this up years ago, and I thought it was curious. I was like, I wonder which is the first, because I know Pokemon wasn't the first. Because even, what's that game called? Dragon Quest had some monster taming elements. And I was like, I know that's older than Pokemon. You know? But it was actually a game called Cosmic Soldier. A super old game. I think it came out in the 80s, in like the late 80s or mid to late 80s, and it actually has that. And I was like, cool. So it's kind of like, I'm trying to think. So yeah, he's gonna have like the arm thing. It's kind of like these hands, because he has like hand fins too. They're both obviously. No, actually, I think these ones were down. I remember. These ones are down, right? Yeah, and then like we're gonna have like some like texture to them. Where it's like this. He's gonna like a little gloopy. I want to be a little bit gloopy. I'll mess with the gloopiness a little later. I want to get the actual shape down first. He's actually a very simple design, this character. All of my guys are pretty simple. My Oris, for the most part, especially the baby ones. If you look at the babies, they're all very simplified. Probably even more simple than like Pokemon designs. Yeah. Yeah, I think like this. And then let's go with... No. Nope. There we go. And then let's do babies. Right? It's funny, he's like almost done. I'm thinking about like adding anything. Do I want to add anything? Not really. He's all in the texture. He's like a lot of, it's like a lot of his view is the color. You know what I mean? Because he is kind of like gloopy. Because he's supposed to be like bloodish. I want to add you in every game I make. I mean, yeah. I just posted my odds. Want to see, of course, Star and Salty. Some more special crayons I made are Venta Black, Ruby, Sapphire, Tutti Frutti, another glow in the dark crayon blue. Ooh, that's cool. Venti Black, the darkest color. Actually, okay, believe it or not, apparently someone else made a color even darker than Venti Black. You know, I don't like. I remember looking it up. Like I saw like there's like a color even darker. Like really, someone made a paint that's darker because it actually it reflects less light than Venti Black. Because like it's like a, I don't remember what they call it. Because like Venti Black is like it's like a paint brand. If you didn't know this, it's a type of paint that someone made that doesn't reflect light. I think it's like 99.9 or something. It's just ridiculous, right? The numbers of like how little light it reflects. But someone invented another one that reflects even less light. They're like, we are even darker than Venti. I was like, Jesus, you guys, you just did it just because you wanted to. Anyways, I posted community posts if you want to. Yeah, I'll check that out. I'll do that right now. Okay, let me look. Take a moment to look at it. Where is it? In the community, you said, right? It's easier in the Discord for me, but I don't mind looking at it. Go for it. Yeah. Because I would love to buy that paint, the Venti Black. I've thought about it. I was like, ooh, that looks nice. You know what I mean? It looks nice, and I was like, I am tempted to buy it just to see how it paints. But I did hear it's not very good. You know what I mean? Going live again. You busy this week? Oh, that's very kind. I just saw your comment. Sorry. And then let's see in the community. Community post. Oh, that looks so good. I kind of changed their design a little. Anyways, it took so long. No, they look wonderful. The soldier guy is very cool. You know, going for a number 1, darkest color. No, I know, right? They're just like, I need the darkest. But yeah, I am curious about trying Venti Black. It is one of those things I was like, there is also a white. Apparently it's the opposite. You know what I mean? It's like the brightest white. I'm like, Jesus, okay. And salty. Another few colors I've made are Maya Blue. Ooh, okay. Oh, interesting. And Trinitro Tulu Yellow. Oh, TNT. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. But the TNT yellow? That's cool. But no, okay, let's continue back over here. So let's see this guy. I think this guy's such a fun design. It took a little bit, you know, like you saw, it took a little bit to play with the concept. But that's like usually what I do. I'll play with the concept a little bit. Right, here's the eye. Oh, squinty. We're like a squinty eye. You know, actually, no, I got an idea. Because I want it a little more, not like straight up like a cat, but I do want it a little edged up. That's what I'm looking at. It looked too sad. So I want it more like this. There we go. I think this is going to be better. You see what I mean? Where I edged it up a little bit more. So it makes it look a little bit more mischievous. That's what I want. That's what I want. This one looks like he's kind of like cool, where this one he becomes a little more mischievous. Smug looking. It's looking like I want my fish food, right? He's gonna steal that fish food. And then let's do this. Hey, do it like that. And you know, this is like the first. Okay. Now, and they like this, I think. No, you know what I want? No, that looks weird. I was playing with the concept of it popping out a little bit. Actually, I kind of like this. I kind of like this shape that I gave it right now. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'm down with that. And then, actually, let's do... Yeah, I think this is neat. I'm giving a little fin, just a little one on the top. Nothing too crazy. See if I want it to be sharp or smooth. You know what I mean? Kind of like this. I think I kind of like this, but I'm not sure. There we go. I feel like this is a little better. And then, because I'm looking at the hands. I feel like their hands are too, like maybe like I put them too on the head, like on his head. And I probably should move them a little bit more like starting from here. Now that I look at them, we'll probably move them a little bit, and then let's do like this, right? He's going like this. He's doing like this shape. Yeah, and then the fin. That's why we do like the doodle phase, you know, and like after this phase, just so we could actually get the lines like what we want them to look like. Actually, how many should I do? I'm thinking, since he is a skeleton, we'll probably do 4. Hold on. No, I don't like that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this. There we go. I'm gonna curve it a little bit. That's what it is. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a little better. And let's erase this line inside. Because remember, this is like he's faking it. He's faking the huge mouth with the fin. My super schedule's messed up. I need to fix it soon for school. Oh, you got school again? I know my daughter, Bingo, she's in summer already. That's why we did like that surprise stream and stuff. She really wanted to. I'm like, yeah, we could do that. We had to see for next time we do it if I could fix the audio. Yeah, I think something like this is gonna be cool. And then we could even do, oh, you know what I thought of? You could do the line on the side, right? He could have like a stripe. We could do like a stripe on the side of his body, like a white stripe, so you could actually look like a jaw. You know what I'm talking about? Where it lines the jaw. That could be kind of sick, actually. I'm kind of down with that. Right? It's kind of like this. Yeah, and then it'll kind of like separate the view of the front, you know what I mean? So this is all gonna be white. Let's do like this, I'm thinking. Edge that out. And then I'm gonna put the hands a little farther down. So let's grab these. I'm gonna grab the hands. Just because I put them too high up. Now I do understand what you meant when it looks like a bunny. And I was like, oh, I get it now. So they're gonna be a little farther down. Okay, yeah, I like this. Story, I mean 4 means... Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I was thinking 4 because it's a skeleton. Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, let's move these down. Because like I was just thinking the 4 because it is like considered in a lot of cultures, not just Chinese. Like this, we're dropping it down a little bit. Oh, that it even reads better as the face. Now that I widen it out, it reads really well as a face. I wonder what type it would be. I didn't even think about typing. Well, we'll have to like decide later what typing it is. You know, just because my types aren't like visual. Like looking at these two, what types would you guys think these are? You know what I mean? Like realistically, what types would you guys guess? Just like looking at them. You know, because like I know, I bet you guys. Well, like well, I didn't even know if you guys would know. I was like thinking, would you guys even like know what type it was? Yeah, in my game, because like these are my Oris. Like, can you even tell what type the fish is, or like a finspin or glacico, what type they are? I have them on my website. If you guys are curious, you guys can look it up. But I'm just like looking at them. I only have 5 types. I guess I'll tell you the types. So in my game, I have fire, I have water, I have earth, I have wind, and I have metal. Replace the top hat. Add a top accessory to. Yeah, we could do that. I'm like, what do you want to do? We could also even like a floating thing, or if you want, I don't mind that. No, but I'm like, just what would you guys guess? Looking at this fish, the little blue fish, what type do you think? Because like I said, they're not like Pokemon. Where like if it was Pokemon, you'd probably think this is like a water like rock because of the rock, but it's not. In my game, it's actually a steel type. It is a metal type. You know, it's a metal type in my game because my game, they're based off of drives and emotions. It's not based off what they look like. Yeah, hey, lightning, welcome in. And then this guy down here, he was a water type. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't have dual types because that's not how they work in my game. They're single types. They're all single types. You know what I mean? It's a little different. That's what I'm saying. Like oh no, wait, no, my bad. I messed up. Because I changed them around. I remember, no, he was a wind type. That's what he was. The drum was the Kalakiko was a wind type. Because it's based on their personalities. It's not based on what they look like. I was like, wait, no, I remember changing it because I wanted the personality to be different. Have I ever played VR on a VR? Yeah, I love it. Well, I don't have there's no dual typings in my game. That's what I'm saying, story. It doesn't really work. Like if it was a Pokemon, yeah, it would probably like a water rock, or well, you said like a steel water, something like that. Yeah, I could see that. But mine, it's like 100% metal. It's just a metal type. Well, just because my game doesn't work that way. My game's a little different. You know, because well, I mean, I've explained it in like other streams before, but they're based on emotions, you know, and drives. Where steel types are very diligent. That's their thing. They're very like very hyper focused, and they're more like the idea is like they're stealing themselves, like their spirit, their energy, that they practice, constantly practicing to become like the best at whatever they are at. And then like wind types, they're very free and like chaotic. You have to go, have a wonderful day, lightning. But yeah, actually I gotta go too. I gotta start wrapping it up. Jeez. Like looking at it, I was like, hold up, I gotta. Steel's like strong, independent, with intimidating, or kind of a little bit. That's what like we were like earth types. They're very loyal and grounded. You know, where wind types are very, like I said, they're chaotic, free. Water types are very creative. You know, and then like fire types are very passionate. So they all have their different things about them. But either way, I just looked at the time. I do have to go. I have an appointment. So I'll have to be wrapping it up. We will continue this tomorrow. I was actually having so much fun. I totally forgot. Yeah, I was looking. I was like, wait, I totally forgot. I gotta go. I gotta start wrapping it up. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much, Flopping, Starry, Lightning Boy, OG, Mr. Ghost. Oni Allen, Salty Pretzel. Who else? Z-Bot was also here for a bit. And I think that's everyone who said stuff, right? Yeah, I think that was everyone who was in here for today. And all the lurkers, thank you guys so much for hanging out. You know, please like, subscribe, share the stream, do all that awesome stuff that helps me out. Hope to see y'all very soon. See you next time. Goodbye.